Today, I have prepared for you a selection of Turkish TV series with such a famous actor, Kiwanç Tatlituğ. Put a like if you want the next selection to come out faster. And on what topic decide for yourself. Click on the bell so you don't miss my new videos, and there's gonna be a lot more. And begins our today's selection of the series Forbidden Love 80 episodes. The series is about a widower, Adnan, completely withdrawn in himself and his worries. He became a recluse who prefers solitude, rather than a noisy group of people. However, he does not live alone, but together with his children, his nephew Baiklol and a kind nanny from France. The usual activities of a recluse dramatically changes when he meets a charming young girl, Victor. Adnan begins to gradually fall in love. New sensations and passionate emotions help the man to change and begin to go out into the world. But the news of a new woman in his father's life doesn't exactly make anyone happy. Where Adnan's love affair will lead remains to be seen. The Brave and the Beautiful. Geezer leaves the bustling metropolis and moves to a small village. While no one suspects why, in fact, Geezer was forced to come to a remote area where no one was waiting for him. His first acquaintance is a young and attractive girl, Subhan. She just toy dreams of finally finding a charming husband. Who begins to watch the series, get acquainted with the real secrets that bind them together for decades. In fact, the couple will never be happy, as between the fathers have been at odds for a long time. After discovering that their families are fiercely opposed to each other, no one has any idea where fate would lead to. The boys themselves, trying to do their best to distance themselves from their problems and never break up, but the man had his own plans to finally get revenge on his father's rival, where at one point, he could destroy him. Manx and Halil. Manx, a 20-year-old girl whose family emigrated from Turkey to Germany many years ago, falls in love with a young man named Halil, until Manx is hit with the terrible news that she will soon be given in marriage to Mustafa. To marry Mustafa, her older brother's army friend. Events then unfold in increasingly dramatic and exciting ways: an unhappy wedding, the fateful escape to Istanbul, the cruel revenge for the girl's honor. Silver. The story is about the Cinderella of our time, resilient and wise enough to seize the chance given to her by life. The story is about how to build your own destiny and find yourself at the top of success. The Clash. Police officer Kadir feels guilty about the death of his wife and daughter. He decides to commit suicide by causing a car accident. In doing so, he changes not only his life but also the lives of 3 other people on the road. Kadir Adali is a captain of the crime-fighting unit of the Istanbul Crime Suppression Unit. Kadir feels responsible for what happened and can't bear the pain. Kadir sets up a car accident, where besides him, 3 other people are killed. Zeynep is a bank employee whose daughter Layla was kidnapped through her husband's fault. Semra is her lawyer, who helps to find the girl. Kerem is a thief and a poor guy, who's recently out of prison and wants a fresh start. After a car accident, fate will never separate them again. The heroes have a lot to overcome and together to build their lives together. Kurt Siet and Alexandra. The main characters of the series are a royal officer and his lover. While attending an event, Siet met a 16-year-old beautiful Alexandra, who was born and raised in an aristocratic family. The young people fell in love at first sight, after which the Turkish officer went to the front, which at the time passed through mountainous terrain. In the hard war time, their feelings were tested and only became stronger. The series tells the story of 2 lovers. As fate would have it, Kurt and Alexandra find themselves in Petrograd. They are in danger, but even in such a difficult time, the young people are thinking of getting married. When the news reaches Sada's father, he expresses his strong objection to the marriage of his Muslim son to a Christian girl. Hüsnü Yune. From the title of the series, it's not hard to guess that the main characters of this story are 2 brothers. Despite the fact that they are related, they are completely different, and are the complete opposites of each other. Having dropped out of school, not having studied to the end, the guy just envies his little brother. The series will help to realize that the absent-minded son is going to take revenge on his relatives. Yune, the guy, is quite promising. Now, he's studying economics and working. His beloved Semra has no goals. Doesn't set any special goals for herself. She loves Gunny. The girl works as a waitress in a local cafe. It will be hard to say goodbye to people who have done everything for your destiny. To find happiness and become a great man, for this goal, you have to sacrifice your life. Don't forget to write in the comments what series will you watch first. Azel. Omar was happy. Then he fell in love with a girl. He was going to marry her when he came back from the army. Everything was fine. But suddenly Omar found himself in jail for murder. Everything disappeared in an instant. He'd been betrayed, framed, played a terrible game. His favorite girl Aishan, his best friend Sengiz, and Ali, who was his older brother, they all had something to do with it. Omar could not find answers to the questions that tormented him. He lost hope until he met a man in prison who changed his life. Omar died in prison, but Ezel was born, a man with a different face and a different name. He's ready to take revenge on the men who took everything from him, but first he must kill the immortal inside him. This immortal love that won't let him go.